city. I knew you would show up somehow. Yeah, I know. Research Surveillance Center don't exist anymore. Sometimes being a mayor is tough. Thanks, Isabel. Oh, hey guys. I'm just playing Animal Crossing on my Nintendo 3DS XL. And believe me, this baby is a lot of fun. Yeah, just in case I'm going to save and quit. While I'm at it, I'm going to be checking out Watchmojo's video for top 10 worst video game titles of all time. Sometimes you might find weird stuff on video games. The gameplay from the Japanese, the box art that doesn't make any sense, but now we got these strange names of titles. I wonder what they're all about. I guess Watchmojo has the answer. So, game on.
If the government can make it illegal for parents to name their kids after household appliances and superheroes, surely they could have intervened here too. Welcome to Watchmojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 worst video game titles.
This should be interesting.
For this list, we're only looking at games that received an official console, mobile, or PC release. Because there were so many bad titles out there, we're mostly looking at the titles that are redundant, impossible to say, or so hilarious you wonder who the hell approved it. Number 10, BB.
I saw this played on Video Games Awesome.
You only get one chance to make a first impression, so obviously developers carefully consider all their potential titles. An alternative approach would be, oh look, the V on my keyboard is sticking and it just wrote the same letter 6 times. Well, why mess with a good thing? Let's just call it V and never look back. It's technically a retro-style 2D platformer, and the title actually comes from the repeating V-shaped spikes that you have to avoid.
Yeah.
We get the idea. It's a playful nod to the simple, streamlined aesthetic of the game. But that's like calling Donkey Kong barrels, or This game is actually kind of good, albeit very tough. The only thing tougher than beating the game is actually pronouncing the title, though.
Right.
Number 9, Kingdom Hearts 358 Days Over 2. Is this a video game title or a 4th grader's math problem?
Kingdom Hearts 358 Days Over 2.
The game's advertisements show the proper way to say it, as you heard earlier, except that the word days is clearly written after the number 2. So if you were a casual consumer who happened to see this box art, you'd probably think the title was 358 over 2 days.
Today reads 255. What's that about? It's been that many days.
Within the game, spoiler alert, it's revealed that Roxas quit Organization 13 in the middle of his 359th day with them. But then why not just use 359 days? Or better yet, come up with a good title. How about that?
I have to know.
You can't turn on the organization. You get on their bad side and they'll destroy you.
No one would miss me.
Number 8, Metal Gear Rising Revengeance.
We all know where this is coming from.
Now, just because you can run 2 words together to create a new hybrid word doesn't mean that you should.
Meaningless. The DNA of the soul.
Sexperience, expectation, Swordorf. Actually, that last one could work great as a death metal band name, but that's not really the point.
Now there's a pretty name. Exquisite.
Revenge and vengeance are already pretty much the same word. I will have my revenge. Vengeance is mine. See? Synonyms. Maybe we expect too much from Metal Gear, a franchise whose overall excellence is only surpassed by the generally poor naming of both their games and characters.
Welcome to my utopia of death.
I mean, the words Metal Gear and Solid don't exactly mesh well together. But when we also have the subtitles like Ground Zeroes, you gotta draw the line somewhere.
Nice try, but it won't do any good against a state-of-the-art cyborg like you, eh?
Number 7, Peter Jackson's King Kong, the official game of the movie.
The longest title in any video game.
Shoot a picture. This movie's gonna make so much money.
Hey, did you know that this game is about King Kong? Or that it's an official game, but like based on the movie? Oh, and then that movie is directed by Peter Jackson.
Jack, stick with me. I'm aiming you for rewrites.
Apart from King Kong, none of this information is needed in the title of the video game. Most individuals would have managed to make those connections themselves, given that it was released around the same time as the film and featured pretty much the same art. And even if they didn't make that connection, and for some reason they cared about it, the introductory paragraph on the game's Wikipedia page would have probably covered that.
Another one down.
Movie tie-in games are rarely well received, so maybe don't draw attention to that fact with the world's clunkiest title.
We've got to get out of this nightmare.
Number 6, Infinite Undiscovery.
Yeah, I found that out on YouTube back in 2008.
More often than not, poorly titled games fit into one of a few common cliche naming strategies. In the case of this Xbox 360 release, it falls into the overly convoluted cliche.
Shut up! You're a warrior, ain't you? Have some pride!
At first glance, it looks like a potentially sophisticated title, but the veneer of big words wears off almost instantly.
Sorry to disappoint you.
What does Infinite Undiscovery really mean? Infinite essentially means endless, going on forever. Undiscovery, which is not a real word, gives the sense of past discoveries being forgotten or simply failing to be discovered at all. So basically the title suggests that it consists of endless nothingness.
Okay.
There's no way in hell you can find undiscovery in any dictionary, let alone an urban dictionary.
Just follow me.
Number 5, Wild Woody.
Now that one's got potential. Wake up, pal. You and me got work to do.
You had to expect at least one sexually suggestive title on this list, am I right?
And the name's not Pencil Neck. It's Woody.
Picture this. You created a mascot platformer that's designed to be sold to kids. Now, in an era where most parents would have made the purchase
It's
for
one
their
thing
kids,
to have
how
a
many
game
would have purchased a game for their
for
kid that
kids
sounds like a
with a
porn
sexually suggestive
Why?
name like Wild Woody.
Well, not quite as raunchy as Crazy
But
Horse
it's
or
another
Orgasm.
to
The
include
Legend of Dog
mermaid
Slayer,
nipples
Wild
in
Woody,
this
released for
game,
Sega
and it's
CD in
supposed to be like
1995, must have
rated
raised
everyone
$200.
10 and up. What's that all about?
I mean, you kind of expect the opening cutscene to feature a muscular plumber or a pizza delivery guy stumbling into a bachelorette party. The title character, Woody, is in fact not an actor in the adult entertainment industry, but he is still vaguely phallus-shaped as he is a pencil. A really creepy pencil. Yep, there's good reason no one remembers this one.
See the jet, little boy. It's time to start yapping. Yahoo!
Number 4, Divine Divinity. Divine, a word so nice they used it twice. Honestly, the title is so bad it breaks all conventions, cliches, or trappings of badly titled video games. Who in their right mind gave the okay for this one? Divinity is literally defined in the dictionary as the state or quality of being divine. So, putting the adjective divine in front of divinity could not possibly be more redundant.
コピーも壊れるくらい使いまくったんですよ。
It's not like naming a flavor of ice cream double chocolate, in which case you add chocolate chunks to chocolate ice cream, thus doubling the chocolate. No, no, no. divinity is already as divine as it's gonna get. You can't possibly be more divine. Anyway, you get this, right?
John, do this, John.
Pretty hard to explain.
I swear this is the last bloody time I do this. Dirty word.
Number 3, touch dick.
This
really
one
what's
is
sad,
worth a
man.
laugh. It's supposed to be
touch
Touch
it.
Dictionary.
Admittedly, this is more of a utility than an actual game. But when you develop something for the Nintendo DS and give it a side-splitting, laugh-out-loud, no seriously, who got fired over this title, you've earned a spot on our list. Touch Dick is short for Touch Dictionary, and it is also the most misguided abbreviation in the history of consumer goods. Pair this poorly titled product with, say, a Fox News report about the potential for child molesters to use the Nintendo DS to target victims, and you get a match made in public relations hell.
Nintendo DS is going to redefine portable handheld gaming the way iPod is redefining music.
Well, stop the music, because it's also redefining how vulnerable your kids are to child molesters.
Number 2, Zexies, or Zexes, or Zexes, or Zexies.
Having trouble pronouncing that title.
Yours.
Wow.
Here's a tip. If your video game is about a dystopian world that's been ravaged by nuclear fallout, and one of the only remaining vestiges of human civilization are the island nations that the game's hero must save, don't blow it by giving the game and islands a name that no one can pronounce.
Pronunciation.
Zyke.
How
Released in
problematic.
1990 for the NES. It's honestly a pretty fun mixed platformer shooter with a good story. But with a name like Sexwise, we'd rather let the alien robots destroy it because humanity's lost already. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Beyond the Beyond. Zombie U. The Firefly Diary. Impossible.
That's impossible.
Battlefield 1. That's the latest game in this in this video.
Okay, so our pick for the worst title is... Get ready for this one. Number 1. Summertime high school, a young man notes how a new exchange student like myself ran into his childhood friend on the school tour, then for some reason became super popular with the girls for his daily scoops on the school photography club, even though he only takes panty shots, and what he thinks is he goes on dates during his summer of island school life.
That was a long mouthful.
Do you agree with our list? Shit. What's that mean? What's the worst video game title you've ever seen? For more memorable top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to Watchmojo.com.
Hope you got insurance, Bernie. Looks like a total loss. Who's next on the hit parade?
Like we've never seen or played these games before. But anyway, the video will be in the description. And rest assured, when you ever see the titles of these games, I bet you'll never want to play these again. Not even an angry video game ever will get a chance to play these. Anyway, this is Marvin75, and I will catch you on the flop side.